just came off a nice plus 300 some.
They've scored over 30 40 points in like 5 straight games.
Been a killer play for you.
He's deserving of all the flowers he's getting. He's gonna win probably his first MVP.
Now, Vegas is wrong here, ladies and gents.
The fraud Eagles, I've been saying they're frauds. They're not as good as their record shows. They're
battling out for that $500 cash prize, so big things coming.
Like, I'm gonna go at least 4-1 or 5-0 again this week.
This is where you find the test of a good man, Sace.
Yeah.
Welcome all to the Bet Champ Show, the show of hot sports picks matched with epic competition. I'm Zach Jones, joined alongside always Andrew Romero III, aka Sace. Sace, how are we feeling today?
Feeling great. It was a perfect week. Good week of picks. Beat you again. Cowboys had a great week, so it was a pretty good week overall. A lot of good games. A couple big upsets last night. So
yeah, some big
looking
ones.
forward to this week as per usual, and I feel like I'm gonna go at least 4-1 or 5-0 again this week.
This week,
yeah,
you're calling your shot, huh?
Yeah, I'll call my shot again this week. This one's gonna be a good one.
Calling your shot.
How
Yeah.
about you?
As we're kind of winding down and everything, this playoff picture is just gonna be great.
Yeah,
Really going to be great. Some really good teams right here. Cowboys, I think, right now are the number 2 team in the league right now. They just thorax the Eagles, showing how strong they are. So that was cool to see, because you want to see those big gladiator matchups and everything. And so the playoff picture is going to be crazy. Some open doors here. We were talking about the AFC earlier this morning, man. The door is just wide open over there, right? Strong teams over in the NFC side of things. So looking good, Sace, man. How many episodes we got left after this?
We got 3 episodes after this.
3 episodes after this. So we're winding down for the Bet Champ Show. And, of course, we're going to have that final episode at the last week of the end of the regular season. Bess and Ross are going to join us here. They're going to be battling out for that $500 cash prize. So big things coming. As well as me and you are still rolling. You're up right now, though. You're up 3 games. So how are you feeling about that?
Up 3 weeks, yeah. 7-4. Like I said, I think ZJ got out to a 3-1 start, so it's been a 6-1 stretch for your boy. So
yeah,
told you once I get hot, there's no going back.
So pretty much now, right? In order for me to stay in the competition, I have to win out for these next 3 weeks. Have to win out.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah,
I have to. I cannot lose this week. So this is where you find out. LeBron James was down 3 games too at one point. So we're about to go hard, Sace, man. I came prepared today. I'm ready to rock and roll. How about you? You ready to go?
Ready to go. And like I said, last week's results 3-2, and then you went 2-3. I did take a couple of your plays, so I'll give you that.
It's all right.
It could have been a better week.
I kind of like being down right now in the trenches right now. This is where you find the test of a good man, Sace, man. Yeah, back against the wall. Cool stuff, man. Well, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to hop in this Week 15 slate. We got some cool games. We got some Saturday night games, too, which is really interesting about this week.
Yeah, I like this. It's going to be fun. So we got Thursday, no Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday, and then Monday.
And then we got a Monday night one.
So four games of football in a 5-day span.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Cool stuff. Well, here we go, folks. As we like to do. So for the Bet Champ Show, Sace and myself each week from now until the end of the regular season, we give out 5 of our top sports picks for the NFL slate. Yeah. Within that, we also give our top pick of the week, which me and Sace have been doing really well, and we mashed those together for our parlay of the week, which we absolutely smashed this past week, Sace.
Yep,
We've been killing it with the lays lately.
Yeah,
it's been looking
really
good. With that being said, though, guys, let's hop into this Week 15 NFL slate. Excited for it. You ready, Sace, man?
I'm ready.
Let's get it, my man. We got that Thursday night game, ladies and gents. We got the Chargers at the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah, I mean, just another trash Thursday night game.
Not interesting.
Yeah, not interesting. Justin Herbert just went out against the Broncos with what was it, a finger?
Yeah, something with his finger.
And the Raiders just managed to score 0 points last week. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen on this game. I'll just watch it and throw a prop out there or something, but other than that, you don't know what you're going to get out of these 2 teams for this week.
100%, Sace, man. Definitely not going to be doing any betting on my side of the wall with this game here. And it sucks because, right, we talk about this, man. You got those Monday and Thursday night games really help you make the week, right? Because you're like, wow, we got some football on. And then you throw together this garbage here, a Brandon Staley Chargers team a Raiders team that has no identity whatsoever, no idea what they're doing at the quarterback side of things. So just not interesting at all. And Brandon Staley right now is really on the hot seat. I'm actually surprised that he hasn't gotten canned yet. This could be a huge game, though, if they somehow find a way to lose to the Raiders. So just with that being said, I'm not going to put any bets on this one, ladies and gents. But I will take the Chargers here for the dub. There's too much at stake with the head coach position. Yeah. So we'll leave it at that. But with that being said, let's now roll into those Saturday games, ladies and gents. And these ones are actually pretty cool, especially this last one. But we'll roll with the first one for that first Saturday night game. We got the Vikings at the Bengals.
Yeah, the Vikings were the team that they only managed to score 3 points against the Raiders last week. I mean,
within the last
I thought it was going to go 0-0 into overtime, but it didn't. But that being said, I mean, the Vikings, they can still score like high points any given week. They could go score 20+, or they could just go score 3. And then the Bengals right now are rolling. Browning has been playing really well into the system that they have going for him, making some easy passes, and Joe Mixon and all the guys around him are making his job a lot easier. So, I mean, I was looking at the game, but I just don't like the -3.5 spread for this one.
There's a good hook there.
I'm going to stay away from it, but I'll lean the Bengals on this one the way they've been playing.
100%, Sace, man. I couldn't agree more. The Vikings came off to a poor start last week, winning the game but scoring 3 points. That's a tough watch, especially when it's in the fourth, right?
Yeah,
just a tough watch. I'll tell you what, though, on the Bengals side of things, Jake Browning is doing an excellent job, as we've discussed, stepping up into that backup QB position, now the starter, looking great, giving the Bengals hope. And they still have a really good offense, so if they can put some things together, there's still some stuff to be made here. So no play here for this one. Like Sach said, there is a hook with the -3.5. We never like those hooks. But I will lean with the Bengals here for the dub. And with that being said, we'll now roll over to the Steelers at the Indianapolis Colts.
Steelers are another one of those teams that, I mean, they have Mitch Trubisky at quarterback. And
fans are booing him.
He's terrible.
Fans are booing him, telling him to get out. His first series.
That last game that they had against the Patriots last Thursday, that one was terrible to watch.
Awful.
So another game with just two mediocre teams that you just don't know what's going to happen. So I'll stay away from it again. I don't really like any of the lines that they put out for that one. But I'll lean the Colts though.
For sure, right? Colts just coming off of a loss from this prior week and everything. There is a play here, Sach, I'm going to lean with. I always stay away from the Steelers. They have a great coach in Mike Tomlin, but, man, they're quarterbackless over there, so not getting anything going. But there is something that strikes my interest, and this has covered 7 out of the past 10 games, Sach, and this is that Colts total team over. For my first play of the week, ladies and gents, I am taking the Colts total team points over 22.5 at -108. I love this play, Sach, man. I mean, they've been rolling. Gardner Minshew, especially coming off this loss here, there are going to be points to be scored. You're going up against a quarterbackless Steelers team. We're going to make this 22.5 run here. So, again, that's that Colts total team points over 22.5 at -108. We'll lock that in for my first play of the week.
Yeah, that's funny. I don't mind that play. I was looking at the same thing. But
really?
I just didn't have the guts to pull the trigger.
The muster.
Yeah.
We're seeing green zones over there. Okay, this is a very interesting game for all of these Colorado locals, including myself. We have the Denver Broncos at the Detroit Lions, Sach, man.
Yeah, the Broncos are rolling. Their defense is rolling, and then the Lions are completely like the opposite right now. They're just.
How do you lose to the Bears?
They're struggling, man. I don't know. I watched the game a little bit, and it just seemed like they couldn't just extend possessions and make that.
The Bears had the strength from the get-go, bro.
Yeah.
Like it was.
Yeah, once the Bears got up, it was kind of like the Lions had to just force all these plays, and Jared Goff was not looking the best. But for my first play, I'm going to go the Broncos Lions under 46.5 at -106.
Okay.
So the Broncos' last 8 games, none of them have gone over 46.5.
That's a good play.
The Lions' offense has been struggling the last 2 weeks, and like I said, the Broncos' defense rolling right now. I don't see the Lions putting up 24, 28 points at all, and that also works into the under with the Broncos. I don't see their offense, just going off for 28, 30 points either. The Broncos, the thing that I like with their under is their offense makes these long drives, long possessions, milking the clock. They're not like, I mean, last game they did have the deep ball to
It's game
Sutton,
management for sure.
They have a good offensive, like they extend drives. They don't make the home run play, like I said, what they did last week with Sutton. But other than that, I could just see them eating up the clock the whole time. And, I mean, the proof is in the Broncos every game they play,
100%.
under 46.5. So that's going to be
It's
my
a really
first
good
one.
play, Sace, man. Okay. Cool. Who are you taking to win this one?
I'll go Broncos.
Absolutely, my man. Cool stuff. This is a very interesting game for the Denver Broncos, right? In order for them to make the playoffs, they have 4 games left. They have to win 3 out of those 4, right? So this is a big. Every game here is a must-win.
And for the Lions too.
Every game is a must-win here, especially for these Denver Broncos. I have another play here as well, Sach. And this has hit out of the last 10 games. This has hit 8 times, right? And I'm talking about that Broncos spread. Right now, it's sitting at around 4.5. However, I'm gonna take some points here, and I'm gonna put it up to 5.5. Sach. I am taking the Denver Broncos spread at plus 5.5, and we're gonna get that at minus 118. We're gonna lock that in. Must-win game for these guys. They want to go to the playoffs. They're looking stronger. Their defense is looking very strong. They're causing so many turnovers, which is helping them win the games. And Russ is playing really well, along as he's got that duo going with Courtland Sutton in the end zone. So an absolute threat here. Again, we got the Broncos spread at 5.5 at minus 118. We'll lock that in.
Yeah, I like that play too.
All right, folks, now we're going to roll over to the Sunday games. Here we go. We got the Buccaneers at the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, the Packers last night against the Giants. Jordan Love didn't look good at all. I don't know what was going on. I think he just came back to earth because he was playing so well.
Yeah.
We haven't really seen – I don't know if that's necessarily his reality, but with a rookie quarterback, you'll see that dip in games like that. Like it is his rookie year technically, like –
They're still learning how to control games.
Yeah, still learning how to control games. For my second play, I'm going to go Packers Bucks over 41.5. Like I said, he had a bad game and he still put up 22 points. The Packers have scored 20 plus in 4 straight games, and the Bucks have scored 20 plus in 3 straight games. And I can see both of these offenses. They have the ability to make those long plays, those long home run shots for touchdowns. Jordan Love with, Romeo Doubs, and I don't know if Christian Watson's coming back. I'm not too sure. But, I mean, even if he's not, I still like both of these offenses to put up 20 each. So
for sure.
I like that one. And then Jordan Love, like I said, 1 interception, 1 fumble, and he could have had 3 interceptions last night. So I think this is a good bounce-back spot for him this week to get that offense back on track. And if they don't, as long as they put up 20, I'll be fine.
For sure, yeah. We were watching those. Right, we're coming from those 2 Monday games last night. We had the Dolphins at the Titans, and then we had the Packers with the Giants and everything. Yep. Packers had every chance to win that game and whatnot, especially with a fumble late from Saquon Barkley, which was crazy, right? They just couldn't muster it, couldn't get it done. Jordan Love is still a rookie quarterback, right? He's still young. He's still learning the system and everything, so hopefully we see more brightness with that. However, no play here for myself. I'm going to stay away from this one completely, but I will take the Buccaneers here to get the dub. I think they're going to come out. Baker Mayfield wants to get some more wins under his belt here. And now, Sachman, we will roll over to the New York Giants at the New Orleans Saints. Tommy DeVito.
Tommy Cutlets. He did good yesterday. I mean, that's all they really need him to do is just not turn the ball over and to just make the simple and easy throws.
Just be a game manager.
Yeah, just be a game manager. Don't do anything. He already has a better record than Daniel Penny, so good for him. But, I mean, at the end of the day, both of these teams are not good. Saints are trash.
100%.
Derek Carr is awful.
And it's crazy.
And they gave him $100 million
It's
guaranteed.
crazy, too, on that side of things, Sach, that Carr is still playing as the starting QB.
Well, because he got $100 million guaranteed.
Well, yeah, but it's just like you're not doing anything, man. I'd get Jameson in there, get some daylight.
That's what happens when you overpay for quarterbacks. But, at the end of the day, I'm not going to really bet on this game. I'll just, see how it plays out and, look at their matchups next week. So no play for me, but I'll lean Giants. Give me Cutlets.
Oh, 100%. I'm loving that, too. I'm not going to make a play on this one as well, Sach, man. But, man, Tommy DeVito, give him something, right? He's got his agent over there looking like the mob boss. He's got the fedora on, everything. Just parents are up there celebrating everything. I love it. I love some underdog stories.
Great branding for him. Great.
Yeah,
branding.
100%. They're getting clicks like none other. Let's take the Giants here for the dub, ladies and gents. We'll roll with that one.
Yeah, facts.
And now we'll head over to the Atlanta Falcons at the Panthers.
Yeah, the Falcons recently have been playing really well. Desmond Ritter's been playing, better since Heineke went out and that he got named the starter again. So I think that kind of lit a fire up under him to start playing better. I love this play right here. So this is going to be my third one. I'm going to go Falcons over 19.5 team points.
Wow. Okay.
At -104. They've scored 20+ in 4 of the last 5 games.
I didn't even see that.
Panthers are the 31st ranked points defense. So they're almost last in the league. You're telling me that all they got to do is score 20 points and they've already done it 4 out of the last 5? And the only team that they didn't score 20+ in out of the last 5 was against the Jets, who are ranked 8th. The Jets have a good defense.
That's a really good play,
so,
Sace, man.
Can't really expect that.
I did not see that
But you got 20 points against the 31st ranked defense. And like I said, Ritter playing well last game. He had last week he had 347 passing yards. Finally looking at his targets with Drake London and Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts, I think, a couple catches for like 57 yards. Got a touchdown. Finally utilizing Drake London. London last week, 10 catches for 172 yards.
Wow.
So that's going to be the formula for the Falcons offense. You got every weapon in the book. You got 2 good running backs, a good tight end, a good wide receiver.
Right.
So,
just need a QB to dial in.
Just need a QB to dial in and just get it done. And, if you can't score 20 points against a bottom defense in the league, then that's a big problem. So I like that play, Falcons over 19.5.
That might be a top play, Sace.
Yeah.
That's a really good play.
I'm debating.
That might be one. Okay, cool stuff. I'm not going to talk about this game at all. This is one of those games I have no interest in. I'm just going to take the Falcons here for the dub, but no play here. And with that, we will roll over to the Texans at the Tennessee Titans. Titans coming off a win against the Dolphins last night, Sace, man.
Yeah, Titans. Tyreek Hill got hurt last night, so he was kind of iffy. And even when he went back in the game, who knows if he was even himself to be able to run as fast as he could. But Titans are finally starting to, just make a little noise. And, they're not a good team. Like, when you look at it, they're really not. But with Will Levis, I like how he's just a gunslinger. He don't care to throw the ball downfield into double coverage for DeAndre Hopkins. May not always be the smart play, but
Texans don't have the best passing defense,
Yeah, they really don't.
Yeah, they struggle over there in the secondary.
So you got something on this, don't you?
No, I don't. This was one of those fishy games again, bro.
It really is.
For those listening, for the viewers and listeners out there, this one they have it at 2.5 right now, spread right now, and the Texans are the underdog.
Yeah, so Texans underdog.
They have the Titans favorite here, which it's a little fishy, right?
You got to think about it too, as there's no Tank Dell, and Nico Collins I don't think is playing this week.
Up right now.
I don't know what, and I think Schultz is still out, so I don't know what weapons that the Texans really have. But we'll see if CJ Stroud can make something happen. Clearly last week he wasn't himself, and like I said, he is a rookie quarterback, so those games are going to happen no matter what way you put it. But I don't know. I'll lean Titans on this one just because they're healthy and they got D-Hop. They still got some weapons on offense with Henry, so I'll lean Titans on this one.
They always say in sports betting, ladies and gents, that when there's something fishy that seems a little too good to be true, that's when you want to stay away from it. Vegas is way ahead. They're thinking 3 steps ahead. And there's a little something off by this game that's going on here. So I'm definitely not putting my money towards this one. I'm going to stay away from this for the play. But I'm going to trust CJ Stroud here. I'm going to take the Texans here for the win. But we're not going to put a play here. There's something fishy going on. Yeah. Vegas knows something here.
And what I tell you a couple weeks ago, Vegas always is right.
Vegas is always right, baby. All right, folks, you are now tuned into the Bet Champ Show with ZJ and Sace. We've been rolling on some absolute heaters lately. So for all those player props, we run Monday and Thursday night games, as well as we're on a clean NBA slate right now, every night throwing out player props. For any updates, reports, bets coming out daily, please tune in to all those social media accounts you will see up above. And like we said, we've been going clean right now. All our parlays have been stacking up really strong.
Really well.
This past week, what was it? It was like plus 380 or something like that, maybe plus 370.
Yeah, plus 370.
That one hit. It was that the Cowboys total team points and the Broncos money line, which was plus money. We knew that one
didn't
was
even
a strong
sweat
play.
it either.
Didn't even have to sweat it, folks. That was easy money to be made there. So, like we said, just follow all those accounts if you want plays here daily. We're popping them out as quick as possible.
Yep.
And we're on a pretty good streak right now, Sace, man. Anything you want to add to that?
No, we're going to keep it going. Everyone who wants some player props, spreads throughout the week, if you want that little fix of,
just
some
that
NBA,
itch.
NHL, no, that's pretty much it. NBA and NHL.
Right now, NBA, NHL, NFL right now going out daily. And we're giving them out free to the public, ladies and gents, right? So, can't hurt. Check us out. See what's going on. We've been rolling hot, So if there's anything about sports betting, you roll with that hot hand. And right now, Sacha and myself are trying to do that for the public. Mm-hmm. But with that being said, we'll roll back into these Sunday games. We have the New York Jets at the Miami Dolphins, Sach, man. Is this one a little fishy,
This one could be fishy. The Dolphins.
Something going on here.
Yeah, Dolphins usually covered big spreads, but last night was kind of I'd be a little worried as a Dolphins fan. Low-key, they could have really won that game.
It's like they're getting these 13.5 spreads, this stuff, and the money is going over to these spreads, right? But they're not touching them.
Yeah, they couldn't. The Dolphins just couldn't. Like I said, Tua fumbled at the 5.
It was 13-13 for the longest time there, I swear.
Yeah, it was looking weird. I didn't understand what was going on. And then the Titans just came back in the last 4 minutes and
then you have a chance for the Dolphins to win the game, right? Need a field goal wins the game, Sach, man. Couldn't do it. Couldn't get anything done.
Couldn't get it done. But just because of those reasons and how good the Jets and what's his name? Zach Wilson, gosh. The Jets and Zach Wilson,
played really great.
He looked good last week. Didn't do anything stupid. Mm-hmm. He looked like he was knowing what he was doing out there.
Thorax the Texans.
Yeah, really put it to him. So I'm going to stay away from the game with that big spread. I can see the Jets either backdoor covering or, the Dolphins could blow them out the water. So stay away from it. But I'll lean the Dolphins on this one.
Yeah. Again, there's something going on here with some of these games. These spreads have been way too large, and the Dolphins have not been able to compete with them. So it's like you always hear, the Dolphins have one of the top offenses here in the NFL.
Yeah.
Which
they do.
There's a little truth to that, right? But they've been in some close games. They've been in some close games, which is very scary for any of those spread bettors. So of course, right, something fishy is going on. I'm staying away from this, but I will take the Miami Dolphins to get the dub here. And now we'll roll over to the Chicago Bears at the Browns.
Yeah, we got the matchup that we've all been waiting for all year with Joe Flacco and Justin Fields. So, I'm just kidding. But they're both playing really well right now.
Yeah,
Justin Fields
Flacco had a really good game last week. Fields had a really good game. They beat the Lions, right?
Yeah, so I like this spread a lot. The Browns' defense, they're not looking as good as they have these last couple weeks. They're giving up a lot more points than what they're used to. So, with that being said, with how good the Bears are playing right now and the Browns, how that defense is just not being consistent, I'll stay away from it. And, at the end of the day, Joe Flacco is playing well, but that could flip over right on a tip.
Yeah, he is still new to the offense.
Yeah, new to the offense. And, he was just on his mom's couch 3 weeks ago, he said, watching games with her.
38 years old.
Yeah.
Super Bowl quarterback, though, Sach, man.
Super Bowl winning quarterback. He might sneak into the Hall of Fame one of these days.
He might.
You never know. He's a good quarterback.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Other than that,
he looked good last week.
Yeah, looked great last week. But nonetheless, I'm not going to bet on this one. But I'll lean the Bears on this one, just to throw that.
Okay.
I like what they're doing right now.
Yeah, the Bears coming off of that nice win, right, against a Detroit Lions team who's supposed to be one of the higher ups in the NFL right now. There's some struggle there. And like we just said, Joe Flacco last week, Sach, 26 of 45, 311 yards through 3 touchdowns, right? Did his part, did what he needed to do. He was, he's using his players over there on that Browns team, which is cool to see because these past and Joku, right?
Cooper.
And the past quarterbacks haven't really been able to find these guys and whatnot. You got to use your strengths over in what you have. I'm gonna roll with some Flacco magic over for my third place, Sace, man. I am taking the Browns total team points over 20.5 at -104. Ooh. I really like that, right? 3 touchdowns gets you there, and Joe Flacco is showing that he can get the offense running and everything. So again, we got the Browns over total team points 20.5 at -104. We are gonna lock that one in.
Yeah, I don't mind that one at all either.
100%. Now we'll roll over to the Kansas City Chiefs at the Patriots.
Yeah, I'm not going to say much on this one because Chiefs don't cover big spreads. They never do against anyone.
And especially this year.
Yeah, especially this year, they don't cover big spreads. Patriots with Bailey Zappi. He played good last week.
Did really good.
They finally scored over 20 points, which was unheard of with Mac Jones behind center. So I'm going to just stay away from this one because the Chiefs don't cover, and then the Patriots with the way they played last week. So, and the Patriots got a pretty solid defense, so you never know.
Yeah,
and those Chiefs
this game could be close.
Those Chiefs wide receivers
could be a close game if you let it. This could be a field goal game for sure. I don't like that 9.5 spread there.
No, that's way too big. Way too big with the way Chiefs been playing.
100%.
And at the end of the day, I mean, the Chiefs could blow them out, but I could also see the Patriots, losing by a field goal or something.
For sure.
I'll stay away, but I'll lean Chiefs for the win.
Yeah, I'm staying away with this one as well. This one's honestly, I feel like this is going to be close. This Chiefs team is not as good as they were last year. They're not those Super Bowl contenders right now. And I like I was telling you earlier, Sace, right now in the AFC is wide open. The Broncos are 1 game under the Chiefs right now. It's really a toss-up here for who can be the top team in the AFC. And I'll tell you, no one right now is scared of the Chiefs.
No.
I don't think anyone's scared of the Chiefs right now. They are just struggling right now.
If you got a defense that can just contain and hold their own, and you just got to focus on the Chiefs running backs with Pacheco and Kelsey, I think you'll be fine. You're not worried about any of those 100%. Wide receivers making plays. So
100%. So I'm going to stay away from this one play-wise just because they have the better quarterback and the better – coach, not better coach, better offensive coordination.
They might have a better coach as of right now.
I will take the Chiefs here for the dub, but I do think this is going to be a close game, right? So that some of these points of the Patriots could be nice, but I'm going to stay away from it, and we'll just go Chiefs dub. We'll end it at that. And with that being said, we'll roll over to the Washington Commanders at the LA Rams.
Yeah, we were talking about earlier. The Rams have been rolling.
Man, Rams offensively have been huge.
Finally getting a rhythm on offense with Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, Matt Stafford. They're all looking like they're on the same page now and putting up 30-plus points in a couple straight games already. They just put up 31 against the number 1 point defense in the Ravens. So, I mean,
and almost won the game.
And yeah, it was, and they could have won that game too.
They could have. I mean, yeah, right. It's no one's fault, right? On that,
punt return,
we're talking on the defensive side and the offensive side for the Rams, right? They're doing their part. You get a punt return, special teams, right?
It's tough.
That's tough.
Tough way.
So
to go
a close
out.
game.
But I mean, the Commanders have been awful. Their offense has not been doing good.
Wow. Riverboat Ron
and Eric Bieniemy. I think they're canned after this year.
Ron needs to go.
Ron needs. He'll go.
Ron might need to retire.
I think he will too. No one's gonna want Ron anymore. He has a lot of health issues too, which he was out for a couple games last year with like cancer or something. I don't know, something like that. But I think this is it for him, and Bieniemy's gonna go elsewhere. I could see honestly him maybe going back to the Chiefs, but I'll stay away from this game, and I'll lean Rams to win. I wanted to find something, but I just couldn't find anything.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that, Sace, because I was looking for something on this game, especially with this Rams offense, right? The spread, -6.5, pretty decent. The total team points right now is at 27.5. So I was kind of looking there too, right? They're scoring these 31-point games. That's a high total team point though. So I couldn't really find anything for this game either. But the Rams do have a big interest right now.
Yeah.
So no play for myself. Just going to stay away. Couldn't find anything, but I will take the Rams here for the dub. And now we will roll over to that San Francisco 49ers at the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, I mean, when I
49ers.
I think this was the same spread that you took the Cardinals like 6 weeks ago to cover, and they dropped the ball to cover it. But
they dropped the touchdown.
Yeah.
Who was that?
The Cardinals.
It was Zach Ertz.
He dropped the touchdown to cover.
Had it while walking, touchdown, no one on him. Hit his hands and everything.
And so for that reason, that kind of just threw me off of wanting to bet on anything. And I was looking at, some points, some first half spreads. But with the 49ers being so much better, everything is so inflated for this game.
Oh, yeah.
I was just going to stay away from it. 49ers are rolling. They could easily blow them out, but the backdoor cover spread, like that could have happened last time.
It's like with these games too, you could easily blow this team out for sure, especially when you're blowing out other top teams in the NFL. But these are some of those games too, when you're Mike Shanahan, you got to look at, hey, I don't really need my team to produce that much here. We're saving ourselves for these playoffs. We're a Super Bowl contending team. We don't need a lot of energy in a game like this, especially when you're the number one, right?
Yeah, I don't think they'll be using McCaffrey for this game.
Yeah, you don't need to waste your guys here, right? This should be an easy must win. You don't need to win by a lot, especially how good you are right now.
Yeah.
You're the number one team, don't exert your guys here.
So, yeah, I agree. I'll lean 49ers, of course, but nothing for me.
Just going to go with you on that one. No play here. We're just going to go with the 49ers. This is a kind of interesting next game, Sach. We have your Dallas Cowboys at the Buffalo Bills. Well, interesting line-wise.
No, that's what I'm saying. Interesting is in no, it is interesting. I was agreeing with you. The Cowboys are plus 2.5 underdogs.
That's crazy to me. That's one of those things. It's like I don't get that.
I don't get it either. But Vegas must know something, or I don't even know what's going on. So for that reason alone, I'll stay away from the spread. Even if the Cowboys, because I think it's going to be like 38 degrees in Buffalo on Sunday, so it's going to be colder. But they still know how to play football in the cold. But
yeah.
Anyone who's ever watched the show in the last couple of weeks, they know the Cowboys and their team points is old reliable for me. Hit again against the Eagles last week, so
with ease.
Oh yeah, with ease.
They had 24 in the first half.
Yeah, it was right.
They had 24 in the first half, Sach.
Yeah, against that nosebleed Eagles defense that everyone could just drive the ball on. So for my fourth play, I'm going to go the Cowboys over 23.5 team points.
Gosh.
They've scored over 30 and 40 points in 5 straight games.
It's been a killer play for you.
So
killer play, and usually we're getting it at 25, 26, 27.
7.5.
You're giving us 23.5 right now.
Yeah. So all we got to do is just score. We'll score 14 in the first half.
The first half,
guarantee
100%.
So, and like I said, the Cowboys are first in points per game at 32.4. Buffalo's, like I said, they're playing good as of lately. They lost the game against the Eagles, but they could have won it. But I can see the Cowboys going over 23.5 in a blizzard, a monsoon, a hurricane. So I'll take that again at minus 124.
And, of course, you're going to take your boys to win.
Oh, yeah, Cowboys
100%
to win.
Yeah, God, this is one of those ones, again, the lines here, what Vegas is doing, I don't really understand it. You have a top team in the NFL, if not almost one of the best teams in the NFL, right?
Yeah.
Going up there, and they're not the favorite here going up against this Buffalo Bills team that has struggled. Now, of course, this prior week they beat the Chiefs, but like we just said, no one's scared of the Chiefs right now, right? So, yeah, the Bills got that, but, man, it's crazy. And then it's even weirder, right? They're giving you the total team points at 23.5, even lower.
Yeah, it's weird.
There's some weirdness in the air here, but I think this is one of those ones where Vegas is wrong, Sach, man.
I agree.
Vegas is wrong. We're getting plus money here for Cowboys money line. I believe it's at plus 114, I want to say. It's either plus 114 or plus 116. I'll have to edit that in. But I'm going to ride with the hot hands. And I don't normally bet on the Cowboys. But when you see a trend that is as hot as this, an offense that is as hot as this, and an opportunity for them giving you plus money, you got to take that. You got to take that. I think Vegas is wrong here.
And the time to grab it is right now.
Time to grab it is right. That's why we're doing this early line right now. Yeah. Vegas is wrong here, ladies and gents. I am taking the Cowboys money line at plus 114. It might be at plus 116. We'll edit that in, but we are taking the plus money here again. Cowboys money line at plus money. We are going to lock that in.
It's going to be a Vegas pick 'em at game time. By game time, it's going to be a pick 'em 1 point.
You got to lock it in now. You got to lock it in. Plus money right now. One of the best offenses in the NFL right now. This team is rolling again.
And a good turnover defense against turnover-prone Josh Allen.
And we're going to say something right here. I'm going to throw something out there. I think Josh Allen throws a pick in this game 100%.
Who does he throw a pick to, ZJ?
Oh, this one's tough, but we're going with Deron Bland.
The GOAT.
We're going to call that right now.
But he'll pick him off. He'll do it
I think Josh is going to throw a pick in this game.
He'll throw it once. Yeah. He's going to get a little too happy, and he's going to throw one. As long as we stop James Cook running and catching out of the backfield, I think we're not worried about Gabe Davis, Khalil Shakir, none of those dudes.
This one's just so interesting. I can't believe it's like that. They're in Buffalo, right? Like you said, it's going to be cold there and whatnot, but the Broncos walked in the Buffalo and beat them. You know what I mean? And now you got one of the top offenses in the NFL, one of the top teams.
It's weird.
Yeah, weird one. Weird. Take it. Plus money, ladies and gents. And like Sace said, he's got that 23.5 total team. He's been rolling with those. Something's up here. Vegas is wrong. We're rolling with those. All right, ladies and gents, for the moment we've been waiting for, we got that prime time game. It's an all right one. Nothing to write home about, but we got the Baltimore Ravens at the Jacksonville Jaguars for this Sunday night prime time game.
Yeah, the 10-3 Ravens, they're playing good. The defense kind of slipped up last week, like we just said. But other than that, their offense is still looking pretty fire, even with Mark Andrews going out for the season. Jaguars, I've been saying it. Trevor Lawrence is one of the most inconsistent quarterbacks in the league. He'll play good, and everyone will think he's the best again.
Three interceptions last week. I mean, it's been the story of his career for the first 3 years. I mean, he hasn't really done anything besides one comeback playoff game that never should have happened. But, yeah, I mean, the 3.5 spread, it was looking good. But Trevor Lawrence, like I said, inconsistency, he could still come out and play good. But yeah.
I don't necessarily see it, but I'm going to lean from something totally different. For my fifth and final play, I'm going to go the Ravens over 23.5 team points.
I saw that.
They've gone over 23.5, 7 out of the last 8 games going up against the Jaguars. And Trevor Lawrence threw 3 interceptions. He could throw another 1 or 2 interceptions against the Ravens defense and get even a pick six or short field position for sure. And the Jaguars defense just gave up 34 points to Jake Browning. And they gave up 31 points to to the Browns. So they just gave up 31 and 34 against those teams, and you're going to give us 23.5 for the Ravens total
Pretty
points. This one seems like a lock as well, so that's going to be my fifth and final play I'm going to roll with.
Gotcha. This is interesting, Sace, man, because I have a play here as well, and this is interesting for yourself and me. This is the one I was telling you. I was like, I got it. Trevor Lawrence been struggling lately, threw 3 interceptions last week. And here is where I think of that player mindset, what you do. You have to come out stronger, come out better, come out with a better game plan, a better script than you had the week prior, right? Especially coming off of a performance that was not so good. If you're thinking of that athlete player mindset, you're hungry here to do a lot better.
Yeah.
And right now, within the last 10 games, the Jaguars have been covering their total team points 8 out of those past 10 games, Sace, man. And for my last play, this is the one we're getting at plus money, ladies and gents. I am taking the Jacksonville Jaguars over 20.5 total team points at plus 106. I love it. Like I said, I'm thinking player mindset here. You got to come out better. And within the last 10 games, they've covered 8 of those times.
Yeah.
So love it again. Jaguars over 20.5 total team points at plus money at 106. We will lock that in for my last play of the slate.
Yeah, we could both win.
We could both win here. Yeah, and some low total team points here, which I love. And you got a prime time game, Sace. So this could be a good shootout here.
Yeah. I mean, we hope. Shoot.
Absolutely. All right, ladies and gents, we will wrap up now with our Monday night game, our last game of this Week 15 slate. We got the Eagles at the Seahawks.
Yeah,
What do you think, Sace?
You got the fraud Eagles. I've been saying they're frauds. They're not as good as their record shows. They're still a good team. You don't have a record like that not being a good team.
We got DK over on the Seattle side doing sign language, talking trash.
Yeah,
he's just talking trash inside. That's kind of smart though. Like you can't you could say whatever you want.
Yeah.
And the refs aren't knowing what he's saying.
Yeah.
He's just cussing, doing all this stuff.
I mean, it's going to be a good game. I feel like it's a perfect
It's
line.
that Monday night game.
The way the Eagles have been playing, which is
Monday
not
night
good.
games are always
interesting.
Yeah.
Against that secondary for the Eagles, I mean, they can't stop anyone. And it's just been proven every week that they just can't stop the pass. And if Geno Smith is healthy, and I could see, DK, Tyler Lockett, I could see a lot of those guys getting open for some deep balls. So I like this game a lot, but I'm going to stay away from it. I found all my other better plays, but I'm going to lean Seahawks on this one. In Seattle with the 12th man and the way the Eagles have been playing, especially after what they just showed, there was supposed to be a bounce-back game against the Cowboys, and the Eagles' offense couldn't manage to get one touchdown. The defense scored more points than the offense.
Gosh, got thraxed by the 49ers.
The Cowboys kicker scored more points than the Eagles' offense. Yeah, it was bad, but I like Seattle in this one if Geno Smith is healthy and he's playing.
Yeah, Eagles have been struggling as of late. Struggling with the top teams, right? Thrax to the 49ers, thrax to the Cowboys, right? So for me, I'm going to stay away from this one, of course. No play on this one. I just see it as you have to get a win now. You have to, with your dignity intact, right? You have to show that you're still a good team
for the division
at some point,
if
right?
They lose this game.
Yeah, you can't
the
lose
Cowboys
this.
went out. We win the division.
So that's what I'm saying. I can't lean with the Seahawks here. I just got to lean with the Eagles here. Got to lean with the Eagles here for the win. And it should be, but will be an interesting Monday night game.
Yeah, it'll be
and look for the player props on this one, ladies and gents.
I'm already thinking
there are going to be
some
some nice player props. I can already tell Sace is already cooking in that little mind of his over there. So there's going to be something nice coming out on that Monday night game. All right, Sace, man. Hey, week 15, we're out of here. That's a wrap. Our top 5 plays in the book. I have to win out right now in order to stay in this competition.
Win out.
And I think my list is absolutely fire here. I'm going to actually make a prediction here for all the viewers and listeners. I will go 4-1 this week.
I think I go 4-1 too.
We are making that prediction now, and I got some plus money on there.
Oh, wow. The Cowboys their team points just got boosted up to 24.5 at -102. Is that fair? I can change it right now?
What do you want? I mean, you already locked yours in.
No, it's 23.5.
Yeah. I'm going to give you 23.5. You already locked it in.
No, it changed to 24.5.
No, I know.
Can I change it to 24.5?
You want 24.5?
Yeah. Well, because now the viewers, they're not going to get it at 23.5.
You could change it if you want. I was going to give you 23.5 just because.
No, I want better juice though.
You want better juice?
Yeah.
Okay, switch it up. Let them know.
All right. So Cowboy team points is going to be over 24.5 at -102. It changed that quickly by a whole point, so we're gonna get that just because the 23.5 was like -120.
Yeah.
So
and
it's almost at plus
like
money.
we said
so
earlier,
like
there's going to be a lot of fluctuation on this game because me and Sace are already expecting there's something going on with Vegas right now. How do you not have the Cowboys the favorite? They're one of the top teams in the league, if not the top team in the league outside of the 49ers.
I think Niners are just
so look for those money lines too, ladies and gents, right? We got that plus money. Cowboys at plus 114. That's going to fluctuate by game time for sure, 100%. All right, Sace, man. So, again, week 15 in the books. We're wrapped. Let's just review our top 5 plays of the week.
Yeah. So, first play, I had the Broncos and Lions under 46.5. Second play, the Packers and Buccaneers over 41.5. The Falcons over 19.5 team points. My fourth play is going to be the Cowboys over 24.5 team points at -102. And then for my fifth and final play, the Ravens over 23.5 team points.
Cool stuff, Sace, man. And for myself, for my first play, I have that Colts total team points over 22.5 at -108. We got Minshew Mania on that one. Second play, I got that Broncos spread at 5.5 at -118. They've been covering those spreads this year, looking nice. Third play, we got the Browns total team points over 20.5 at -104. We're going with Joe Flacco on this one. For that fourth play, again, I think Vegas is wrong on this one, Sace, man. We got the Cowboys money line at plus money. And then for my last play, I'm rocking with Trevor Lawrence on this one. I think he needs that big bounce back game. We got the Jaguars over 20.5 total team points at plus money at 106. We will lock those in, my man.
I like it.
Cool stuff, Sach. All right.
So for the 2-leg parlay,
Wait. Yeah, what's your top play of the week?
oh, my top play of the week is going to be the Cowboys.
You're gonna
over
rock with that one.
24.5 team
Okay.
points at -102. I really like it now for the juice.
I like that too. So we're taking your top play, 24.5.
Yeah.
Got some juice on that one. Cool.
Yeah, now it's
All right,
almost
yeah,
at
I
plus
like
money,
it. You
so.
gotta love it when you get some juice. And for my top play, ladies and gents, I am taking the Broncos spread at 5.5 at -118. Like I said, out of the past 10 games, they've covered it 8 times. So we're rocking good. It's a must-win for these Broncos, right? They're in that playoff contention where they have to win out pretty much.
So you bought a point?
So I bought it. I bought it at 5.5.
So -118.
Minus
Gotcha.
118.
Cool. So that 2-leg parlay comes out to plus 265,
Gotcha.
which we've hit like 3 out of the last 4 weeks on the 2-leg, which
Me
is
and
fire.
Sach's 2-teamers, 2-leg parlays have been hitting strongly, especially on this show, right?
Yeah,
We just
they've been
came
going
off a
crazy.
nice plus 300 some last week with that Bronx. Same exact thing, right? We had the Broncos and then your total team for the Cowboys again, and now we got a Broncos spread and your
Yeah.
total team points.
That was a good one.
So I'm absolutely loving it for the position we're in. So lock that one in, ladies and gents. That's the boys' lay of the week. All right, Sach, man. Parlays in the books. Week 15 in the books. So we're coming to the close of our show. As always, we like to give out our athlete of the week and then who we're down on this week.
Yeah. So, I mean, my athlete of the week, just the guy that deserves all the flowers.
You might
he's
take my
getting.
athlete of the week.
He's deserving of all the flowers he's getting. He's gonna win probably his first MVP. I mean, he's just a good guy. Everyone always says they like Jalen Hurts because he's such a good guy. He's such a good leader. He's so cool. I mean, Dak Prescott's the same thing. They're both 2 good guys that they say all the right things. They're never in any controversies. I love Jalen Hurts, and you can't love Jalen Hurts and not like Dak Prescott. Because if you do, that means you just don't like the Cowboys, and you might as well just say that.
Yeah, I think people
Because
just don't
they're-
like the Cowboys.
No, I know, but people have a hard time admitting
Yeah,
that they don't
yeah.
like the Cowboys. Because Dak he's not cocky. He don't blame referees. He's just like Jalen Hurts. They just say the right things,
He is playing
They're both
at
good
an
leaders,
amazing level this
playing-
year, Sach, man.
playing at a good level.
Truly is.
The most important thing that I'm
He's not
happy
turning the
about
ball
is he's
over.
not turning the ball over. And he's making all the right plays, and his deep ball's on fire. His checkdowns are good. And, yeah, I mean, I think he'll get his first MVP this week or this year. I mean.
Yeah, that's great. That was actually going to be my athlete of the week, and I was going to give him some praise too. And that's
okay. You still can.
no, I just wanted to add to that. Yeah, Dak is having an amazing year. He truly is, and he's playing within. He's not listening to the noise. You know, there's been
Yeah.
so much noise throughout his career. Is he this? Is he that? He's terrible. He throws interceptions. That's all he does. Not a leader. I mean, to come back from, especially his injury, Sach, to
Yeah,
come
that's
back
another
from not
thing.
only that, to come back and be above the noise and play what he's doing at this level. I mean, he is for sure
Yeah, he had this
that
injury.
top MVP candidate
He lost his
right
mom
now.
and his brother to
He's been
cancer
through a
and
lot,
suicide.
gone
so
through coaches,
he's gone
right?
through coaches,
gone
yeah.
through a couple players. You know,
a Walter Payton Man
Walter
of the
Payton,
Year
Walter Payton Man of the
award
Year.
winner. So I mean, he does.
He's
a lot
playing
of good
at
stuff
a
in the
very
community.
high level right now. He deserves to be in that MVP race. If not, he should win it. There's one guy I see next to him, but that guy didn't have a good game last night. So
Tyreek.
Tyreek
I-
Hill. Tariq Hill.
Yeah.
But shout out Dak Prescott playing at a very high level. We love to see it. It's good for the NFL. It's
Yeah.
good for the haters as well.
Yeah, it's always good.
But I'm gonna, being that I don't want to have the same one as Sach this year, I'm gonna switch mine up, and I'm gonna give one to a guy not a lot of people have probably been talking about, and a lot of people hate on this guy as well. And this is a coach.
Oh God.
There's been a lot of hate going this way, but it's been cool to see his swagger kind of build up. And it's been cool to see if you give this guy some time and a trust in the team and let the team buy into him,
Sean Payton.
he'll get you done. It's not Sean Payton.
Oh,
We're
it's
going
not?
with defensive coordinator Vance Joseph.
Oh,
I mean, with this past game against
He
the
really
Chargers,
flipped
man,
the switch,
he
so.
flipped the switch with these guys.
Bro.
And I've been hearing all the interviews on the local radio and everything. These guys are bought in with him. They love him. They trust him. And they love that he has a trust in them, right? Which is something you need. You need that player player coach mindset, right, when you're talking with a team. And he's done an excellent job. And, he's been kind of the talk of the town, right, with the first games. Let's fire
first
Vance.
5 weeks, they wanted
Let's
him
do that.
gone.
After the first 2 games, let's fire Vance Joseph. We don't need him. But it just goes to show when you put some trust in someone and give him some time to actually, he just came back. Yeah. He's got a new unit. Give him some time. He was smiling over there at the Chargers game, getting some swagger. He wasn't letting up off the gas, Sace. He was telling him to still blitz, still fire away. But
you got to.
That's what you got to do. You got to get some strength. So shout out Coach Vance Joseph.
And Sean Payton for not
And
kicking
Sean
him.
Payton for trusting in him too. I bet
turn it around.
There's got to be some huge trust going on there. So Vance Joseph will be my coach of the week, defensive coordinator.
I like that.
And who you down on this week, Sace, man? Who you just not feeling?
I'm not feeling, and it sucks to say for myself because he played college basketball at a spot that's my favorite team, Duke. Can you guess who? I'm down on Zion Williamson, the way he's been playing.
I guess I could have said that one.
It's kind of weird when we're recording because last night he just scored 37 or 36 points, his season high, but I mean, that's we all know that he can score 30-plus points, but he could score 35, he could score 34.
100%.
He just
he
doesn't
should be averaging double-digit rebounds a game.
Yeah, he's only averaging like 4 or 5
which
rebounds.
Is unreal, man.
Yeah, so
he's overweight. Charles Barkley and Shaq are on him.
Yeah, that's the thing that's mainly most important that I'm just down on him about is that it just doesn't seem like his work ethic and
he's kind of
his body needs to be in like peak physical condition.
Obviously, before the season, right? There was a lot of stuff going on with him and some people, right?
Yeah,
we won't really get into that, but there was some stuff going on with that, outside
and
of
that's
the
all
NBA.
Fine. Like everyone has, especially with that crazy chick, but that's all fine. It's more importantly just the way he looks and what he's producing.
Where's your head at, right? Where's your head at?
He just scored 8 points against the Lakers in a play-in tournament, like to go to the championship,
which
and
he could have helped win.
And he just doesn't seem like he has the fight.
Where's your head at with the NBA, right? Where are you now? You're making a lot of money, but now where are you with basketball?
Yeah, I've got a lot of.
That's what happens with a lot of these guys, man. You start making a lot of money, you start
down there in New Orleans.
Yeah,
I mean, all those chefs are wanting to meet him. They said.
Well, it's that, and then your interest to other things start going somewhere else because you have a lot of money now.
But I hope he turns it around soon because it just doesn't look good right now. But hey, last night could have been a turning point. He had 36. So
yeah, like I said, Charles Barkley and Shaq have been kind of on him lately with his weight and everything. But it's like they're on him because they know how good he can be.
Yeah,
and it, like we just said, dude should be in double digits point wise. Should be above that 25-point range a game for sure.
He was just averaging 27 2 years ago.
Average double digits in rebounds. It's unreal.
He should be 27 and 10
with a bounce like what he's got. With the weight that he's got, I mean, this guy should be averaging double-digit rebounds a game.
Literally 27.
Okay, so we're down on Zion.
Yeah.
Cool stuff. I got a guy I'm down on, and I got another Bronco I'm down on. A Bronco that I'm down on, and it's really crazy. This guy should be our best. He should be our X in the wide receiver group. He's not doing anything. He's dropping balls. He's not knowing where he is in the end zone. It's situational awareness. And who I'm down on this week is Jerry Jeudy.
Oh, no!
He's just got to be better.
Jeudy, oh, yeah, he should have.
He's got to be better. I mean, we talk about CeeDee Lamb, right? They're coming out of the same draft class and everything. And Jerry Jeudy is one of the – we'll see what you think on this. He is one of the most talented route runners in the NFL.
He's a great route runner. He just don't.
He's just kind of a head case. I feel like he's letting everything go. He's complaining if he's not getting the ball, which I understand. He should be getting the ball, but it's also like, what are you doing after the catch?
Yeah.
The whole drop in the end zone this past week. I mean, not drop in the end zone, not having 2 feet in. I mean, it's situational awareness. You got to know what you're doing. And he had a big drop last week. He should be our number 1 receiver right now for this Denver Broncos team. Courtland Sutton is the number 1 receiver. He's playing well, but Jerry Jeudy should be the X, and Courtland should be the red zone threat.
Should
right?
be 1A, 1B. They should both be
100%
wide receivers.
And I really think with how things are playing out this year, if Tim Patrick was back this year, if Tim Patrick was playing this year, Jerry Jeudy would have been traded with what's going on right now.
Yeah.
So it's tough, man. I'm not trying to bag on the dude. I want him to do good. I love the Broncos. It's just when you see a guy with all the talent in the world not play to his full potential. It's really sad, man.
Yeah.
It's really sad. And we just picked up his 5th-year option. Dude's getting 13-some million next year. Let's do something, right? You got a great coach.
I agree.
You got a team with momentum. Fire everyone out. So I'm down on Jerry Jeudy this week. That was tough to say.
I think
but
those are some good 100%.
Well,
of the weeks and
we're wrapped up for this week's show. Week 12, episode 12. Sorry,
12,
week 15 slate.
It's going
Any
by
closing
quick.
remarks from you, Sace, man?
Nothing.
What's new? Anything to come? Anything you like?
You know, I like everything. I like all of our plays this week. This might be a
This is gonna be a
8-2 week.
I have to win out, bro. So
have to win out.
know,
I
we're
would
not-
love to just put you away nice and early.
I know
tuck
you
in
would.
early, but
like I said, I'm going 4-1 this week.
4-1, and I think I'll go 4-1. But if that's the case, you'll win the tiebreaker. So it'll be good. It'll be fun. This is where these last 3-4 weeks are really going to have some good, tight, close
For
games.
sure.
I would even look at maybe like a lot of unders in the next couple weeks with the intensity of the games like kind of kicking
100%.
in. So other than that,
Watch
you
these
know,
lines.
always check us out on the socials, player props that we got coming out, and yeah, it'll be a good week.
Cool stuff. Yeah, I just wanted to add, the show's been going great. We're looking to veer off into some new things, right, as the NFL season starts to come to a close. Ladies and gents, look out for that wild card weekend and the playoffs. We're going to be running a lot of cool stuff going that way. And, of course, within these next weeks, these closing weeks with the end of the regular season, again, we're going to have Bess and Ross here. They're our finalists to see who will be this year's bet champ for that $500 cash prize. So that's going to be a huge episode.
Yeah,
just some big things to come, right? The show's starting to veer off, right? We're getting NBA, NHL back. A lot of plays going out, ladies and gents. Again, we're free to the public. We're tossing it out your way. We've got a winning record, winning tickets, and we just love it. We're here for the people. Want you guys to interact with us. Show us your winning tickets. Show us any parlays you're cooking up. If you want to cook something up with the boys, reach out to us on the socials.
Yeah.
We're here for it. We love it. We love all sports.
Yeah,
Cool stuff.
let's have a week.
Absolutely. Well, with that being said, let's wrap it up. As we like to say to all the viewers and listeners out there, a salute to you and happy betting.